Well, we said it was going to be an exciting time when the scaffolding goes up, and this is one of the reasons we've been so excited. Obviously, yes, we wanted to get it cleaned, yes, we wanted to get the dormer painted, but this, well, we're giddy with excitement. We have Laura and Brian back now. You remember Laura and Brian, they repaired the fireplace in the dining room for us that was in 20 odd pieces and made it look absolutely superb. And we're so lucky. These guys have worked on places like York Minster and historic monuments all over the place. So we're so lucky that they've been able to create a piece for us. So at this moment in time, he's just taken the old limestone piece out. You might remember there was a fleur-de-lis in there, and I've always said I've seen dates on it. Nobody else could see them, just me. So whether they were there or not, I don't know. But I knew the dates in my head, so I think I've just kind of placed them there in the little shapes that were there. So they've created a new piece for us, a showpiece that is just going to be absolutely wonderful to go in place. Now they've managed to source, it's locally sourced limestone as well, and it's going to be going in, and it is really going to be a showstopper. So let's go and see what they're going to be doing up here, because I'm so excited.
To the back of this Indian bag. Brass rings in the center and a wind with a red sunset going down. There's no lines on a gravel road riding where nobody goes. To
So we finally made it to the top, and this is the highest I've ever been up here at the chateau. Obviously we've done the other dormer windows and other work, but this is high. So as you can see, we can see right the way around. I can see all of Lalacelle just down there, and yeah, it's spectacular being up here for the views, but yeah, it is a bit scary. So now we've got all the front cleaned, the next job is to tackle the little dormer window. Now I know a lot of you have been saying, when are we going to do that, when are we going to get sorted? All these jobs are on our list. Obviously we're not going to leave stuff like this when we're doing all this work. It's just when we get the time to do it and when we can fit it in amongst all the other jobs that we've got. Obviously we wanted the front cleaned, but we had to wait till we could get a decent scaffolding to actually get to this level, and I just wasn't safe enough and capable enough of getting to this height to do it. So now we've got it up and we've got it sorted, we can actually start looking at getting this sanded, getting it painted, and just tying it into the rest of the chateau, which is just going to look fantastic. So yeah, obviously these are the jobs on the list. Before you obviously mention it, the awnings, yes, we've got plans for them, so just hold off on the comments with the awnings, because yeah, they're going to get sorted. Like I've just said, obviously we're not going to all this effort just to leave bits like this and the rusty awnings. It's just when we can get around to doing them. Obviously we're working flat out as we can, so just give us a chance and we'll get them done. But today's job, I've got my little Spider-Man bag with all of my equipment in that I need, because I don't want to be coming up and down God knows how many times for everything. So I'm going to give it a sand off first. I've got 40 grit there just to give it a good sand. Obviously there's not too much to it, so hopefully it won't take too long. Give it a good sand. Then I've got a primer there, which is just the undercoat that we've got, and it's watered down with some white spirits, and that's just so it can penetrate into the wood and get a good key for the wood as well before we start putting the undercoat on. And then it'll be 2 coats of undercoat, 2 coats of top coat, just so it's properly protected and I don't have to come and do this again for a long time, or hopefully Jonathan can do it when he's a bit older. So yeah, I'm going to crack on now. Hopefully the weather holds off. It's obviously a bit cloudy and a bit windy, but as long as it's not raining, then that's fine. So I will crack on.
So as you can see, Brian's just in the middle of taking out all the old limestone. He's really happy because we didn't know what was actually in there, and luckily it is limestone, so it's been really easy to get through. Otherwise it would at least double the amount of time it's going to have took him to get this done. So he's going to take all this out so that he can inset the new piece in, and like I say, it's just going to be wonderful. And how good does this look? It looks like it's always been here. Obviously it hasn't, because it's got the right dates in, but it was the missing piece from the front here. It's always been here. We've always seen, there was an old fleur-de-lis here, and like I say, I've always said I could see dates on it. Whether we could or not, really don't know. But to see just a piece go back in that's been custom made for us at the Chateau, it's just absolutely wonderful. So just to explain the dates that we've put on. So 1724, the Chateau is 300 years old this year. We managed to get hold of the old documents and deeds from Château de Carouge that sold the land, and it was actually completed in 1724, so she's 300 years old this year. 1806 is when they added the good old tower, because of the booty call from Paris. So the tower went on then, and she became a proper chateau then, and that's kind of why that date's really special, because that's when she really became this grand dame. And obviously the 2020 now, we bought it in 2020, so it means something to us, and just when she started coming back to life. And I think it's important, because if we hadn't have done what we'd done and we hadn't have bought it, there's a good chance that obviously someone else could have bought it, but there's a good chance that someone might not have bought it and it'd have fell down, and that would have been such an absolute travesty. So it's just amazing, and it's just our little bit of history, and hopefully it'll be there for a very long time. But obviously Terry with his gold details, absolutely perfect. He got that absolutely spot on. Laura and Brian have done such a good job. We've just been so blessed. They live 5 minutes away from us, and to have people like say that have worked on historic monuments all over, to be able to have something done by them and completed by them in here, it's just absolutely incredible. And the dormer window as well. So Terry's been brave in it, and I'm only on the first level. This is as high as I'll go, because even if I look down now I'll start getting dizzy. But up there, when the winds are blowing, I don't know how he's done it, because it takes some guts to be able to do, like, feel this wind now, like the wind is absolutely roaring through here, and he's been sat on top of there sanding it down, and I think it's had about 4 or 5 coats of paint as well. So he's done an absolutely incredible job. But I think the real surprise will be when this all comes down and when you see all the scaffold removed, and this will shine like a beacon with the sun hitting it, it's just going to be absolutely wonderful. So we're looking forward to that. It needed doing, like you say, you've seen how dirty that this was, and now to see it in place, just when we've seen it from the road, driving up the drive, it's absolutely perfect. So we're over the moon. We hope you've enjoyed today's episode, because again, we're just loving it. There's so many things going on absolutely everywhere, and we'll try and keep you updated with as much of it as we can. So hope you have a good one. See you soon. Goodbye.
If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.